Did you know the idea behind metabolism architecture was to use buildings as a tool to cater for the ever-changing society? Metabolism architecture started in the late 50s and early 60s in Japan after World War II. It was founded by a group of young architects Kainori Kikutake, Kisho Kirikawa, Fumihiko Maki, and critic Noboru Kawatsu, who were all heavily influenced by architect Kenzo Tange. They came together because of their similar ideas about the future of cities. Their goal was to create architecture and cities that were flexible in the way they could grow and transform depending on the circumstances and society's ever-changing needs. They wanted to design structures with parts where the rates of obsolescence could be distinguished, so they could be replaced instead of the whole building needing to be destroyed. Kisho Kirikawa likened this concept to how living organisms undergo cycles of growth, transformation, and decay. In his book Metabolism in Architecture, he states that metabolism became an extended biological analogy meant to replace the mechanical analogy of orthodox modern architecture. It compared buildings and cities to an energy process found in all of life, the cycles of change, the constant renewal and destruction of organic tissue. He also highlights the parallels between metabolism and Buddhism principles like the concepts of impermanence, the meaning of renewal, replacement, and reincarnation. The Nakajin Capsules Tower in central Tokyo, Japan, was designed by Kisho Kirikawa. It is a prime example of metabolism architecture. Kirikawa designed the building in 1970, and it was completed in 1972. The intended purpose of the tower was to provide single-bedroom studio spaces for businessmen living or briefly visiting Tokyo. The number of homes in central Tokyo had been declining as predominantly commercial-type buildings were being developed and more people started to move to outlying areas. This meant that millions of people were having to travel an hour or more to commute to work. The tower was built to help aid this issue and provide some of these people with places to stay. The design featured 144 capsules that were attached to two interconnected concrete shafts rotated at varying angles. The capsules were attached to the cores by 4 high-tension bolts so they could be easily removed and replaced. All the capsules were pre-manufactured at a factory and then transported to and assembled on site. The capsules were set to be replaced every 25 years, but unfortunately in 2022 the building was dismantled due to the presence of asbestos, decay of its concrete, and it not meeting Japan's strict earthquake resistance regulations. The demolishment of the Nakajin Capsules Tower signified the end of metabolism architecture. The visions were too radical and ultimately failed due to a combination of technological, economic, and social factors. Although it failed, the metabolism movement remains influential with its ideas that challenged modularity, urban growth, and architecture's role in society. For more information, look at the suggested references.